So this is going to be a little run through of some of the equipment I'm using for the GBDURO. It's an event I've got coming up. It's from Land's End to John O Groats, fully self-supported, going across Wales, loads of gravel, loads of tough stuff. It's going to be a real brute of a course, but I think it's going to be great. So the frame I'm running here is a steel KEPLER disc frame. Main reason I purchased this bike, or the frame, is for the massive tyre clearances you can get. You can put a 42C tyre in there, which is it's going to be perfect for the sort of terrain I'm going to be going over for this event. So we'll start off in the cockpit area. So I'm running the profile design T3 plus carbon bars. Really, comfortable bit of kit. I've been using these for a good few years now. They're well looked after, well loved. You got to use this stuff. You got to use it for commuting, audaxing, touring, racing, you name it. A lot of my equipment has been used a lot. It's done lots of miles. Is well loved. For this event also, I have added these 20mm spacers to the bars because I found when I was doing a transatlantic way, I found this was too aggressive. The position was a bit too aggressive, and this just allows a little bit more comfort when you're getting down into the aero bar position. Now, the creme de la creme, the group set. What is actually going to get me from A to B? What's going to be pushing the gears? What's going to be getting me up those climbs, baby? What the hell is this? We're running a 10-speed Tiagra. Absolute budget boy here. What's he doing? How has he done it? I've been basically using this 10-speed Tiagra stuff about almost 35,000 miles on these shifters, and some people are going to really wonder why hasn't he gone to 11 speed. Well, I just can't afford it, so I've just got to use what I've got pretty much and spend money on plane tickets rather than group sets. So that's always how I've looked at it. What I've had to do for this event is really kind of bodge the group set because there's going to be so many tough climbs in it. I need to get a bigger cassette. This is the creation of what has been bodged together with the 10-speed Tiagra shifters. So I'm using a Shimano 105 Compact 5034. This is done transatlantic way and a few tours. It's pretty well used, but it's still got a few more miles in it. It's doing alright. It's doing alright. Alright, in the rear, and this is where it gets funny. I'm using a 10-speed GBDURO rear cassette, which is a 3611, paired with a 9-speed GBDURO Shimano derailleur. Now the compatibility with the 10-speed shifters and this rear derailleur, it works. I had to take a bit of arguments with my bike mechanic, my lead mechanic, to sort of get it all working, but it works. It's all right. I mean, that's a pretty big cassette on that bad boy. Okay, so moving away from the group set now, I'm running not frame bag, no frame bag. In my opinion, frame bags a bit overrated maybe. A lot of love for frame bags out there. I'm not a fan personally. So I'm running 2 big top tube bags, which is going to have snacks and tech equipment. In here it's going to have tools, patches, all that stuff. I'm running 2 big boy bottles, 1 litres, so there'll be 2 litres of water capacity in there. And I'm also hiding a little Halfords budget boy tube down there. This is a legendary saddlebag. Mum got this for Christmas for me about 3 or 4 years ago, and it's done pretty much all my big rides with me. This Revelate Designs Viscacha extra large saddlebag. You can fit a lot of stuff in this thing, and it's proved its worth. I'm running a little high vis triangle. Safety first, always safety number 1 priority when I do these events. Be safe, be seen. It's been too many bad things happening on the road, so you just need to make sure that you're always always just jumping out, you know, your colours are just jumping out, because there's so many people on phones and stuff these days. You've got to be so careful out there, so careful. So this is a real good little safety feature. In the rear here, I've got the Supernova rear tail light, which is really good, little pinger, and I keep that running most of the day. I've got this little backup moon light, which is also pretty powerful at night time. The saddle I'm running is a Physique Monty saddle. It's kind of like a scoop. It's a similar sort of ergonomics to scoop. I've tried this out. I've done a few big rides on it, and it's pretty good. It's not bad little saddle. So I'm interested to see how my bum will get on with it. The Phenom from my old bike, that had been so worn at the nose, I needed a new saddle, so I managed to get this on Gumtree for about 20 quid. So the wheels, it's a Halo 32 spoke rim paired with an SP Dynamo hub, which is then paired to the Supernova light. Really good little light. That keeps the nights bright for me. And for the tyres, I'm running 38mm Pathfinder Pro Specialized G Bliss tyres. First time using these, first gravel tyres I've ever bought, so interesting to see how they will go. I'm not running tubeless. That could be the biggest regret of my life for this event, but I'm not running tubeless for this event, purely because I have not got myself organised enough to get the sealant and everything together, and I'm just going to stick to what I know. It could be a real disaster, but I'm just going to stick to what I know and carry about 3 or 4 tubes throughout the event, and just pray to God that these are strong tyres. I mean, they've had pretty good reviews. They're not the lightest tyre in the world, and I kind of wanted that. I wanted something with a really good kind of sidewall thickness, something that was maybe a bit more sluggish, but a lot more resilient, because 2,000k is a long way, especially over really rough terrain. In the rear wheel, I've still got the Hope hub. That's still ticking away nicely, and still really pleased with the performance of that. And it hasn't missed a beat really. It's just keeps going. I'm also running mechanical disc brakes. Again, just for serviceability, I know how to service them. I'm also going to carry some spare pads, so if they do burn out, which they likely will, I can replace them midway point through the event. So there she is, in all her rugged beauty. No through axles, no tubeless, no hydraulic disc brakes, no electric gearing. This is a budget boy bikepacking rig, ready to smash out 2,000 kilometres across some of the most remote and rugged terrain that the UK has to offer.